You've heard this from sales heads, auditors, and managing directors. You also know that feeling of insecurity when you weigh up the opportunities and risks involved with your company taking part in a trade fair. Not having an overview of costs and other factors and parameters can quickly lead to missing out on the right decisions. Decisions which could have given your company, your brand, your products and services long-term competitive advantages. Welcome to the Trade Fair Benefit Check. The Trade Fair Benefit Check is a free application provided by Alma and is run locally in your browser. If you do not register and log in, the details you enter will be saved locally to your browser. If you do register and log in, your details will be saved on a server. This has the advantage that you can use any device and still be able to access and edit your details independent from the respective browser. You can count on the Trade Fair Benefit Check even if you temporarily have no internet access while traveling. As soon as you get back online, the data on the server will be synchronized. The only requirement is that you have internet access when you first log in to begin work. The Trade Fair Benefit Check examines the all-important question behind every planning process. What would it cost to achieve my corporate aims and marketing goals using other marketing measures? How much can I save on other marketing measures by taking part in a trade fair? Begin your entry by clicking on Start or Project Data Entry. Before you begin with your examination and calculations, either describe your project or choose a project that has already been saved. You can plan several versions of your trade fair participation, and in each case you can store the calculations as a separate project. In this example, we will choose Project 1, which we created earlier. Power User Mode is available to experienced users. All explanation guides are skipped in this mode. Begin your project at Start 3 steps. The Trade Fair Benefit Check is divided into 3 work steps. In the first step, you define and formulate your goals, based on which you calculate your anticipated benefits. In the second step, you determine your budget and check your costs. The third step gives you a result, a cost-benefit balance with which you can evaluate your projected participation in a trade fair. See for yourself whether taking part in a trade fair is worth your while. The program offers you a wide-ranging list of trade fair goals to choose from. It distinguishes between goals based on quantity, quality, and operational criteria. Start with Step 1. Click on the first bar. As you know, trade fairs can produce unforeseen results, so the first step is very important. Set out your goals, and next to them, note down the financial benefits you want them to achieve. To continue with the next step, always click on the arrow pointing right. In particular, it is possible to produce concrete figures for goals based on quantity criteria, which can then be set against the cost of other marketing measures. In the case of trade fair goals based on quality criteria, which are also difficult to gauge in euros for other marketing measures, the Trade Fair Benefit Check measures a trade fair's positive effects on your company and customers. When you fill out the list, you will be asked to what degree, in percent, these goals contribute to your success at a fair. Thus, you make your own decisions as to how important it is to reach certain goals. In the second step, you determine your budget and check your costs. The Trade Fair Benefit Check also works as an independent calculator. You can use it at any time to independently and efficiently calculate your project. You can incorporate, update, plan and restructure all your fixed and variable costs. In the third step, you calculate and evaluate your cost-benefit balance. After you have entered your trade fair goals based on quality and quantity criteria in Step 1 and the cost of participation in Step 2, your Trade Fair Benefit Check is complete and the result will be displayed. If the benefits are less than the overall costs, Then check again whether you really are exploiting all the potential benefits of taking part in a trade fair. If the benefits of taking part are greater than the calculated overall costs, then your decision to participate is economically sound. Of one thing you can be sure. First, you work out a trade fair, then it works out for you. Finally, the program lists an overview of all the data you have entered. Click on the bar for the detailed results. This gives you a complete overview, a sound basis for making decisions, and a watertight argument that can stand up to the scrutiny of management, your sales department, and auditors. Your trade fair figures are in the black, which means this trade fair is a must. You can also compare projects with one another. By providing the trade fair benefit check, ALMA, as a neutral service provider for the German trade fair industry, has created a practical and impressive tool to calculate the benefit value of participating in trade fairs. You can find the trade fair benefit check at www.alma.de or directly at toolbox.alma.de. Your entries and records are saved on your computer and, optionally, via secure registration on a server. This means that you can interrupt your calculation at any point in time and come back to it later. It goes without saying that all of your data is completely anonymous and is not read or communicated. We wish you success in all your future trade fair involvements. You are on the right way and always on the safe side from the very beginning with the trade fair benefit check. You can find instructions on using the trade fair benefit check in more video lessons at www.alma.de, directly at toolbox.alma.de or at youtube.com/Messewirtschaft.